Okay. I forgot. Hold on. Hold on. I'm in here, I promise. I'm in here. It's a new game. I've been just looking for different games that are like kind of niche or whatever. So, I don't know too much about it. It's more of like a story-based game kind of. So, I'm just going to see like how it is. I know it's like a mystery game as well, so hopefully that I don't think that really answers your question actually. I'm going to start it up. I think whoa. Oh. This is way different than I thought it would be. It's cool though. Ooh, okay. That was a really cool start to the game. Okay. I like that. I love this already. Wow, I like that. Okay. I'm gonna start it up. Did you know that our sun is fair unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Those constitutes for just 7 to 10% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier, even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does in the dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You can even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. Oh my god, wait. Hold on 1 second. The music is good. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, my bad. Um, I think everything else is as it should be. Is all the sound good for you guys? I think it is. I think it's good. How do I go back? Oh, I'm slow. It's right here. Okay. Okay. I don't remember where I read about this about. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts with what the constant snow. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. The more I thought about things like that and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself, how much of it can attribute to pure chance? The universe so kind as well to give us both a star and the planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the sun, and none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That conscious need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say that the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. I didn't know that it was going to be this much reading. I knew that it was, but I'm just so bad at reading. It's actually crazy. I'm sorry. Although you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the world, in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Wait. Now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Even if this wasn't the case when I was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured, the way that a child would? And what do we do when we want others to perceive us a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed, because there's nothing more to a world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world can be concerned. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation values equal infinity. That value may seem absolute, but it isn't really, not in mathematics. Infinity plus one exists. It's a value that the universe can never reach as a singular, albeit infinite, observer. So, I had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is the plus one. But I put it like that. It sounds like all of us are extras to a party. Now, isn't that fun? This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely, just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us, worthless insects. Oh no. Oh no, this can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world truly is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh. Why did it cut off like that. It scared me. Is that Ira? How do I say that? Okay, I'm just gonna call it Ira. Ira is missing. Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. I can't say that. Grass have Kaya. I'm just gonna say Grace because I can't keep saying that. There's no way. Somebody needs to help me. I can't say that. What? Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on. You know her. She's totally... Silence! Oh. The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filed the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she's left for school. Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So, if any of you have information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Wait, you really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah. Yeah, we're shocked, you know? We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend. Our Chucka. The room fills with repulsive giggles. Cut it out! Gurren, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. Oh, dry. My bad. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. A bird flies past the window. Ooh. Ooh. Disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh, yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ha! You're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home. Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just that's just Grace for you. I'm not saying that again. But her parents just want some attention. Like they need more of that. I mean, I've heard of some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. You think she's in some crack house now? No way. Do you even have any? I wish. At least there's something fun to do. Honestly. Hey. But she's like for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? Bunch of people have seen them together. It's some older dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew. You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversations, it's taking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they weren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There's a trace of to worry in my head, but it isn't detected towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Ooh, gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends, it would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble, always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at all. Alright, this wouldn't be the first time Myra left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man, I've never seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time, I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I'd never have thought that Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck? Huh. When I put it that way, then it's almost... yeah, it's almost definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love, too. Wow, I'd never have guessed. I never took the girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those type of books. So perhaps she was planning to elope all along. Ugh, crap. It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this. I really am. On one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Hey, Shabina. Huh? You know anything about this? No. Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? I thought you were two word dykes. What? They all interrupt in laughter. We didn't even talk. Gotcha. Damn, you're stupid. Are you just screwing the old guy? And she ain't like that. I don't know. Some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days. It's... Look at her face. Chill out, Shavina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really a lesbo or something? Whoa! Whoa, why are they saying that? That's so funny. I'm not. They just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? Yeah. What am I supposed to say to that? Hello? That's so annoying. I hate when people say that. I've gotten called that like so many times and I haven't done anything. No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all heck would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No, she's already inside. She's already left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom, and now she's going down the corridor, up the stairs to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right? That's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. What's with the face? You look like you're holding in a poop. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her. I told you. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shavina? Why is that? Huh? I don't know. Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What do you want to be her boyfriend? Hey, Shavina, want to go on with Igor? Oh my god. Oi! What? Oh my god, why are they being so mean? What is this? Come on, he's a great guy. Oh, wait. I was making a girl voice for classmate A. I thought that makes things kind of weird. I thought it was I thought it was a girl. I think classmate A is a boy. Wait, hold on. Hold on, let me see. Come on, he's a great guy, right, Igor? You'd better treat her right. Okay, I think classmate A is a boy. My bad. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. I bite my tongue. Tsk. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do we keep doing it? I plop down on my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the test book. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes you feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? They'd probably keep saying those same things behind her back. And to my face. Guess it really would be for the worst. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of my day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. Can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking... The last time I saw Ira, the teacher said her parents saw her leaving in the morning. But she didn't show up at class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record, so I assume she skipped as usual and went to see that man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening... Ooh, come home, Aisha. There's a lot of gossip. It's going crazy. The teacher's office, was it? I'm kind of scared of going straight to the police, but I should. I should probably report that. Not sure if it will be any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might as well be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away with be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit it. I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly. But whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. I'm really no better than the rest. I mean, wait, that's it. So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming. Don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now. It's none of their business. Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if I had seen what I seen would make a difference. It's kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not that kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So, let's keep silent, and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy. The good intuitional... Well, wait. The good irrational me will be happy. And the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Aisha. You solved it. I'm sure it was nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to loaf around for any longer. Guess I better head home. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god, why did it do that? That actually scared me so bad. It's crazy in my headphones, I promise. Oh my god, that scared me. Oh my god. Counterpoint! What if you... Well, I'm sorry. That actually scared me so bad. I'm still getting over that. What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. Why did she yell like that? That scared me so bad. Oh my god, that's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, the off chance that Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Whoa. My words being the key to saving her? Whoa, yeah. That would be so amazing. And then I'd come and visit her in the hospital and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say, she'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I'd just shake her head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing that what I was supposed to. No, I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is just because she's already home. Or is calling home telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I've made up my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where's that again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. Wouldn't it be the first time? Well, who cares? Walking down the staircase to the right, down the hall. Well, that's the teacher's office. It's so weird how she talks. That is so odd. Because, like, she's talking to herself, like... It's so funny. I can't do it. Like, how she's talking to herself. It's so funny. Oh, a girl. There's a girl standing there, right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she a upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, and so there's our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she's expecting. A little nod. Is there a queue? A queue? To the office. Oh, no. I'm just waiting for someone. Oh, okay. Hey. What? You're Aisha, right? Yes. How did you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? That's what I was talking about. It's not like I don't care to remember anyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that it's tiny cities like this that everyone knows each other, but that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our intimate circle through gossip or common friends, but I haven't made any new ones since the day Tosha left. And gossip. Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that, but I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try to pay them too much attention. Wait, when I put it like that, it kind of does sound like my fault. My point is, when everyone regurgitates that idea, everyone knows everyone. The word everyone doesn't include me. The name is Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Grace? I'm not saying that. It's so funny when it comes up. I try to say it. How did you know? What do you mean how? We had an announcement, same as you? They told us to report to the teachers and all. I see. For some reason, I thought they would break the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense they'd at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, just in case they'd happen to know her. Which means... You know something about Ira? Yep. That's great. So, you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? That's routine me and then investigation. You can't just sprout info like that out in the open, Aisha. The walls got ears. Oh, I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Who am I kidding? I literally don't. I'll just go then. Mariana suddenly blocks my path. No, you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. The gestures with her fingers and the tact of each syllable. Why? Because a bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's going to be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean... I just can't help it. I can't... Can I? We just met and I've already managed to mess up everything. Dang it. I desperately search her face for signs of mockery. But really, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Surprised? Of course I am. No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. Am I going to believe this girl and then she'll just laugh in my face about it? I'm serious. Ira told me about you. What, really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me. Wow. I'm shocked, Marina. Marina is being so as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of Ira's? For some reason, I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. That is really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. Huh? I figured you wanted to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I figured you want to report it, so I ran here as... Oh my god. Classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but... I got so caught up in all those stupid rumors. It kind of slipped my mind. She knows. But hey, what matters is all that it worked out. So why are you stopping me? Well, Marina looks around this empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still... Wait. I know Arva's probably fine, but... Isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet either. All of a sudden, my stumbled protest sounds so weak, they might as well be white noise of all the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined all my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserved to see it through. I deserved to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcome with the reason has come out on top. So there was something to do at the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say, but this can't be pure chance, can it? And if not, what does it actually hinge on me? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Whatever it is, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path, that's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs, to the lobby, to the coat room. I don't resist anymore. Marina jogged me along, and I can feel my doubt turning into excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know. Oh. This is getting... It's turning not too crazy at first. Oh. Hit us with the title screen. Perfect. Oh! Episode 1, Ira. Whoa! Okay, I didn't know there was going to be episodes like this. Cool. Whoa! What the heck is your problem? Oh, it's a dude. Sorry. Everyone is looking for Ira to get into the chair that just crashed into the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Huh? Oh, wow. Oh, wait. I'm not going to say this. Grace, the heck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher. Not paying any mind to the commotion that's filled the classroom, Ira storms forward Corbett. Wait. It's Garen. Sorry. Ira storms forward. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again, and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him and stares around and stomps back at her desk. The classmates who were caught up in the laughing fit just for a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads towards the door. Crazy. Girl's crazy. She ignores him. Ah! Great! Where are you going? Oh! Hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You! Great! What? What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. Whoa! This is crazy. Why did it turn up so fast? I don't know how to say that, guys. I'm sorry. Grace Grachevska. Kaya? I can't. It's actually so funny. I don't know how to say it. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that I'm supposed to follow. I guess they called someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. No, just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. That's the natural consequence for nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than national average, to have access to good people in the neighboring towns. Can't even dream of. I'm struggling. I'm so bad at reading. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Few got afforded such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hadn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira appears on the tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's just meant to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to rise. Why is Grace's daughter behaving like that? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Did he not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much. They can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? That's mean. I've heard of a lot of talks like that. I've heard more than I read through the chair. Oh, wait. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyways. I was hoping to write a little in the library when school was done, but my bag slipped and all the contents scattered on the floor. Of course, they would get curious about it. Of course, they'd want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, that's what's the matter to me. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to think Ira somehow. She rarely shows up at school. And even then, she does. Even she does, she can't just leave at random. I can't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that. And also, I was really scared. Ira never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Karen, it was like I weren't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. I came in through the door. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ira shot me a disinterested look. Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business, so I just sat there, thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me, that would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time has passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard that sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wah! Wait! Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you. After I just stumbled out of the toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth hopelessly open as if I got muted. As if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Whatever. No, wait! Please. I took a step towards her, and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped in my mind. What? What in the heck do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you sat smoking there right by the window, I thought, weren't you cold like that? She blinks. Not really. Maybe a little. Thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She eyed me for several seconds. Oh, she then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? Oh! Oh my god! I stood there dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry. Ira Grace. The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I need to get back to the classroom. I doubted I was going to be in at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Ooh. I like it. So far, I think. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, and then went to the store, then went to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Chibina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No. It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. Whatever you say. And sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business." If I did, and she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer and started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But, Ira. She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in the crowd. No, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all that courage just to muster that much, even though I definitely think she would have heard it. Hey, Vadim. What? Remember when I gave you 50... Oh, wait. Is that monies? Is that Russian monies? Is it Copes? Kopecks? Russian bucks? Money? I gave you $50. Can I have it back? Huh? $50? When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. You remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else? No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble. What's a ruble? Is it ruble or ruble? Who cares? Yeah, why do you care so much? So pretty. You probably just lost it or something. Oh, petty. I said pretty. My bad. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. I'm just waiting for... She showed up. What would she do? Mock him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe she really did forget. Who knows? Maybe he really did forget. Whoa. I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately, I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if less of the stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Aisha, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They're allowed to, they allowed it last year. But really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it. Oh, that's good, I guess. Those girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. Suppose we have very different sense of humor. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Yeah! Just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then. That's kind of weird. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know what they're being mean. No, they know, sweetheart. People choose in their hearts to do it. They do. They do. Like, you'll know. You'll know if it's actually coming from a place that they do love you because, like, you don't know these people. And they've always been mean to you, girl. You know. I don't know why she's acting like... She's acting different. Anyways. I shouldn't ask for Ira to appear and interrupt them. Or to scream at them or punish them or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed so I can wash this mess off quickly. But I should stop falling for these pranks, but... Oh! Ah! Sorry! I lift my face up without thinking. Oh no. The heck? I heard jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God. I can't handle her looking at me like that. Sorry. Huh? I ran past her. Run, run, run. Like, what does it say that? It's so funny. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held into the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying? One who just happened to make fun of me. Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Wait. Huh? 3 coins clink against my desk. 20. 10. So he remembered. There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Everyone around interrupts my snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. Yeah, free later? Nah. Very funny. Oh, please, Shabuna, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. That's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of our classmates for once. Okay, that's mean. What? I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it, as if I didn't have it good enough before, as if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple, getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid. I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can't still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that, because everyone else does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of its merit in its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. Something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I just... Shoot, I didn't read it. What too fast? Speaking objectively. What is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents, and I have a wonderful hobby to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades, and teachers tell me that I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land, even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this. I have all of this. Right here. Right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I ask them if they weren't enough? You idiot. Huh? What? Hey, yeah. Hey. Hey, yeah. The music. Hey! The music! Shoot, if you play this in the club. Wait. Never mind. Not the club. My bad, guys. Don't go to the club. If you play this at my house, I would go crazy. My bad, I'm thinking. Why the heck do you always go along with some bullcrap? Ira looked like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against a snow hill. She just turns to me and starts roughly wiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that butthole. I can't say that. Can't say that either. I heard that stupid Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up. My limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold, but I wouldn't normally. But there's nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights, and flakes fall gently to the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... Huh? The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. But the question escapes me before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you. Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Huh? Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. I was going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I didn't even say sorry. I just braced myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. He pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? I, right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist and crumbled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at the shriveled up piece of paper, and something about this whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You want to burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh, no thanks. It's wet anyways. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It will get damp inside, but I don't care. You can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written in seriously. It's okay. And if this whole thing isn't real, I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. I smile at her. Even after I said I had come to terms with it. No, right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew what I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I kept slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything really. Flustered. I was flustered? Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. What's with you? Right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Aaron gives me a quick once-over. You take care. Yeah, okay. Bye. We wave at each other, and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like we're still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know what it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are so stiff. I turn the same corner I passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. The snow there isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why does she always leave in such a rush? Okay. Things are happening. Things are happening. Do I exactly get it? Not fully. But I think... Are we going to get to the bottom of what's going on with Ira? I'm not sure. We'll see. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then walked to the store, then go to the library for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wanted to ask. Something told me she'd say, none of your business if I did. Wait. Did I already read this? Did I go back on accident? Wait. Oh my god, wait. No, wait. Oh my god. Wait. Wait. No, I didn't. It's like almost the same, but I think it's different. Right? Am I slow? Is this different? I'm actually slow. Like, I think it's different. Sorry, I'm actually. Hold on. Wait, is this the same? Oh, okay. They're so mean. Um. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Jeez. Okay. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone's too busy whistling and laughing, and she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure though it's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all of this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. So she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you're serious? Ugh, come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shabina's having fun. Right, Shabina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on her nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. What, got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. What was that? Whoa! Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. What the heck? I'm just away. What's that? Huh? What the heck? You. Something silver shines in Ira's hands. Whoa. It's a bow compass. Whoa. Is that? You serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with the low murmurs and quickly turns into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy. Whoa. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk without looking unbothered. It's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. No. Most people would think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated. And I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only. I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anything, anywhere anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. Okay, she's acting kind of weird. She's acting really weird. I still kept looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly, just out and about, scrolling along Main Street at the courtyards, the community center, in the store, in the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it's as if Ira spent all of her free time at home. Which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. spending hours on end in the home like that every day. No, I really doubt that. The other, more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to just that bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa. But for some reason, I didn't think... Oh. Why do I be low-key pressing it before... You know what? It wasn't important to the story. That's all it was. It wasn't important to the story, guys. That's the only reason why I did that. Duh. I breath halted. Oh. Oh. Oh, hey. Hi. The vents near the research institute expelled hot air. Nobody really goes there, aside from staff going out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground was still littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here, of all places? Again? Huh? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously went all the way here. What? No! I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Hey, yes. Okay. Aaron gives me an incredulous look. Do you, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area? Ah, yeah. I know that. You want to try then? Well, what? Smoking? No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. But awkward start. I can't let it happen. And here, I need to just, what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Are you in the institute? Yeah, something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh, you bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. I mean, it's really nice of you to look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. I know that doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just like that just to be ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. Crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to starve off the minute I have to come home, Ira's cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I heard. But it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit in the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away in the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. She doesn't take long to the institute. And if you walk from the other side of town. Yeah, that's true. She still had plenty of spare time. It doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. What is happening? Ira walks back into the building. What is going on? I don't like when it changes up like that. It scares me. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Oh, she's not really my friend. You're a pit bull then? A pit bull? Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as heck. Uh, They think we're friends? Well, not really, but looks like they picked it up on it. On Ira reacting like that to me being used as a laughing stock. So it wasn't just me. It's not just my wishful thinking. That's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure, it's the most comforting thing I've heard about out of Karen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting in the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she gonna go? Dang. Good point. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something like that. To a relative or something like that. But no. Oh man. Now that you say that, everyone pretend to be surprised when that happens. No. No. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time, but still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. That can't happen. No, it can't. It's not fair. It's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. I can't do that. If they do, then it would all be over. If they do, then it won't. Oh, she's tweaking. She's tweaking. Like, it's not that serious, but maybe it is. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. She's being weird. I raised my head and looked through the window. The snow is falling slightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide what does that say? Placidly. Oh my god, that's what it says. Across the tundra. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I earn this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira? What? I'm losing all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girls' bathroom just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blew into the room and stuck to her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close? I don't know. Don't. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? Tell me that? I I know that. I'm not stupid. I didn't think you were. And do you just really not care? Mm. Everyone says you'll be sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true. When I asked the question. Maybe if you cleaned up, if you stop skipping now, then maybe you don't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. Oh, we could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. Uh, I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course, I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It just was an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Toshia moved away? It's only been 3 years, but now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. Uh, uh, no, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice? Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yeah. You know, one of those for the classes. Maybe you've seen something like that laying around? Iris' expression darkens. Uh, don't worry, we're just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class in the corridors. It's probably someone really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Igor's pencils case, they found it right away. She throws the cigarette butt out of the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Iris storms past me, but I grab into the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait, I said it's fine. We were playing a game, really. Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Garen, right? No, Shirikov. Same difference. She walks out of the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door into the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy trembles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head in me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. The smell is so much worse than this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs into the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it in an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch! I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along? I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, thank you! Yeah. Oh, what? Oh! Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The ball makes a loud clink as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Don't know. I didn't see anything. But why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. I see. Thank you again. Huh? How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think, okay, it's these Russian names for me. It's killing me. You think Shark would go into the ladies' room? No, I suspected they put it in there. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. I should have checked there from the start, instead of running around the whole school like a... No. You can't keep going along with it. It's just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullcrap! I. You know dang well they weren't doing what they were doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? I, you it won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. It's not that bad. I wouldn't I I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the heck not? Well, I, I wouldn't be right and for the love of it's not like I never tried it before. It's just that I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when anyone's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with that, at least you say talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So, what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously? She doesn't even like the Nord anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Aisha. Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understood she was getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back and Naira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt with is the worse than mine, but here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leash. I should have been the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together, and yet I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of question is that? Of course I like them. Really? You like them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write you one. Do you want it to be about something or maybe a specific? I don't care. Anything. All right. I'll think of something. I'll try. Yeah. You do that. Okay. You know what's so funny? Like in high school, I would low-key try to act like this. Not gonna lie. I would low-key try to act like Ira because I thought everyone was like thought I was mysterious and cool. I literally thought I was acting like her. I wasn't. I was a joke. I was a major joke. Ira checks her watch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Uh, yeah, alright. See you around. She raises her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going. Yeah. Their interactions are like so weird. I honestly don't get it. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She finished during breaks. I never asked her where. I just kept imagining scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandered the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay way out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive I was going to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah! Oh. Ira? Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarettes. Oh no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library? What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste of literature. Did you read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. It's kind of unfair, though it isn't. The other week I finished The Plague. Good Camus? Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very, visceral. But I enjoyed it a lot. I'm sure... Not sure I agree with the message, though. Yeah? What was it? It was, basically, it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it will never go for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some okay people in the world. But there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. Are you serious? Karen's right there. Karen? Well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying their best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I actually, I think that's something Camus and I agree on. Huh? Right. If everyone's so nice, where's all that greater evil coming from? You think that there's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's all right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dion, something from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, he said evil is not a being, for if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. So Hitler's not evil? That's a rather extreme example, but it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as heck. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just in case there's a reason for it doesn't make it... Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just think that when it's described as something omnipresent... what? It's like... It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is we weren't born with some big evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? Universe ain't a person? Of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. Well, it's kind of being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's kind of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I'd expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second, I felt a lump of rising in my throat. Then I realized something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, she's not repulsing me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Huh? Like everyone's good deep down. Like everyone never hurt someone on purpose. That's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as heck. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa. Even angrier? Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 Garens. Chairs flying, bow compasses swinging. Ira's like a... What is that? It's Russian, I think. Doesn't have hands. Half are for holding furniture, half are for stationary. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. Ira is surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. Just idle chatter while he finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening, though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh, jeez. I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts her cigarette bud. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. I understand. But, some of those novels sounded kind of interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please, let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Yeah, sorry. Eric gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Dang. Oh my gosh. Right. I hope you enjoy them. She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and, the books I read. Huh? They were, yeah? Angelique. By Anne Golan. And Angelique? The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect you to be into... They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're right. Oh, okay. I'll remember that. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns to her heels and stomps away. See you. Yeah, see you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. I had no idea. She likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learned about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little bit more about herself. Kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation, now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time I'll ask her more questions. More questions about the books she likes. Maybe we can talk about movies. I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we can even go to the cinema. That would be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've been there. I need to see her again. Whoa. Hi. How are you doing? I like low-key kind of really got into this. I'm really in here at the moment. I think I'm gonna play for like 15 more minutes just to see what's going on. She skips even more than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyways. I guess that's Iris modus. Wait, operandi? Oh. To some degree, I understand it, but I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something I'd ever do in class, so don't expect any of that in regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with ya? Huh? You're all smiles? Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change? It's great to see you, really. Yeah, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you like like a basket case. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm gonna do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour scour every corner into this place to find her. Oh, she kinda crazy. She kinda crazy for that. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitlement way of thinking, but there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira! Hi! Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked. It really worked. I spotted Ira between the rows of garages! On the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in the other. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer. Iris shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? Ingon me. What is that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Iris' scowl stops me dead in my tracks. Oh, you spying on me now? What? No, I was just walking here. At a garage lot? Yes. She gives me a look of such contentment. It sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying. Really? I'm always take these walks after school. I'm going the same route always gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here, through the barracks, or a couple times A couple times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Iris' expression slowly change from, what is that? Disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she believed a word of Garen's. I mean, I usually stroll around the main street or near the community center, but it'll get colder soon, so you know. So it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking because that's what I want to do with her. I want to talk, so I have to because I can't wait this moment. We can recover from this. I can cheer her up and we'll everything and clear everything up. And she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in the silence. And you know, the views are really great over here on the outskirts. The sky's bigger and you can see way into the tundra and what I mean is I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half truth. I hoped she'd be here. Like I hoped she'd be whenever I went. It's just like this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes softened. And then she closes them. And as she's looking at me, whispering her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. Can I be alone for 5 minutes? Sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just whatever. It's fine. But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Dang! Left her in the dust is crazy. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. Whoa. Hold on. I can feel the hour and a half of me talking working on me. I need water. Hold on. What? This is bad. I hope I don't lose my voice from this. You know what? I probably will, but it's okay. It's fine. Cold winds blow in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I like to have a snow hill from here form over me, too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. I feel like I'm going to cry. Dang. She is so weird. The character that we're playing is so weird. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? Maybe we can sneak in? No way. I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet. Machina will be there. Like, she talked to you. Hey! You don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyways. Ugh. That's true. Ugh. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. But him? No way. He's kind of tired recently. Ah, really? Yeah. It's whatever, though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's down in the air. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? Feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I just really, I just thought I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again. What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up again next time we meet. More apologies really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. And maybe a small gift. That might be weird. Though, and I won't get her any allowance next week. What could I even buy with the spare change? Maybe a little treat would do. A waffle? Would she like a waffle? Ah! What the heck? She's not a freaking dog. Why did my mind always do those weird things? Go to some weird place with her. I should just shut up. Focus on something. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I gotta try. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around it is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can really get sick from this. It's been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts are snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. It closes at 6, so... No, for sure not. Oh well. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall and bare for now. Well, I like it as is. The way that snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost would so prickly. Then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple adults I saw walking down the bar. Hard to imagine there'd be a lot of people out in the evening like this. So I haven't been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do. Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment blocks is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I'll make my way upstairs. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging by how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. The only sound is the faint muttering of a TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God, no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go to the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello? I didn't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it will be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Huh? Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sun and brightness. You want tea? I'm settling the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite from her, wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward, per se. I just pick at the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts into my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I kind of like this. The room feels cozy. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother? You run away from her even though she has it so hard. You traitor. Brat. Ungrateful filth. It's a kind of Wait. What is that? That's how you know I literally read like a 4-year-old. Like, I don't know what that says. Not even joking. Being so honest. I don't think if I bound myself enough, I'll be forgiven. This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? Oh, right. I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to this makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Ah, nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tosha, but that was years ago. That poem, the one that Garen read, what did she like about it? I mean, maybe I should have asked. Where was it? That's it. Yo, what? It's not even in English. Yo, if someone knows what this says, that'd be so cool, but... Yeah. Oh, okay. Do not hold me tenderly. Do not tear your snow white attire and sleep peacefully. I will scratch and I will beat, but frost will not glimmer, and the birds will still fly across the sky, and the pale dawn will still shine. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. I was about to say, I'm like, I do not know what that says. What in the world? God, it's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garen was too nice. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, I liked it. So maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I mess up a lot. I really mess up a lot. I doubt she has a bad mood because of me. But I definitely did now. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary. I mean, I've been trying, but just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I didn't even know what she would show up at school again. Bumping into her in the street was a tough bet. Especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Or, heaven forbid, I'm gonna join this to heck and back. When I had hand my poem to Ira, then it'll all be worth it. She's so weird, bro. Honestly, I kind of feel mean, but like it's kind of lame. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop it here for today. All because like I don't want to play the whole thing, you know, right now. Because obviously I think it's gonna not gonna be enough. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it here for now. I might play this by next stream, but I'm not sure. Depends on if people really like, you know, if you guys really get into it. I want to figure out what is going on with this girl and Ira a lot because it's still so mysterious. I don't know what's going on. And I know, like, I'm not sure. I got confused for a second. Like, I got confused if the stuff we were just playing was like a, what is it? What am I trying to say? It was like a flashback, right? I'm thinking it's a flashback because we started off with her being missing. So I think this is a flashback. But it'd be so weird if it's not a flashback and she randomly came back and, you know, all this. But I think for right now it is a flashback, which is cool. We're starting that. But anyways, thank thanks to everyone that was you know, listening and whatever. I think it's different. I don't usually play a lot of really story-based games like this, but if it's a good story, I'll sit here and definitely, like I did, low-key read for 2 hours. So, yeah. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. And I will see you in my next stream, hopefully, if you want or whatever. Yeah. See ya.